All right. Hello, everybody. This is Nicole with eCom Sellers, and I have with me my co-host, my partner in crime.
Kelly, the eCom Mom Award.
And we come to you every Tuesday at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time to talk to you about e-commerce news, tips, and more. But today, I guess, is the pre-Black Friday special. And as you can see, I am in my workspace. This is a real workspace with real inventory. I have inventory on the table. I have tubs everywhere around me. I'm surrounded by tubs. So, anyway, and surrounded by inventory. My laptop is propped up on some inventory. so, so we are working inventory. Today we are listing. And that's what Kelly and I's topic is today, prepping for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. So, with that, Kelly, what are you up to?
Well, I've been listing today. I did go to a thrift store earlier this week. It's one thrift store. They hold all the Christmas stuff that comes to them throughout the year.
Uh huh.
And in November, that's when they put it out.
Okay.
So it's like their whole thrift store, like half of it just becomes Christmas, But I
Okay.
have to go and be picky at first because they do kind of up price it
Oh,
somewhat.
that's annoying.
So
A little bit.
I did buy too much Christmas stuff, but did find some deals. So and today I was busy getting those some of that stuff listed. So
Okay. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So I will be working for the next, I don't know, I feel like the next 10 days, just listing. We've been going through inventory. We've been pulling stuff out. We've been taking pictures, starting on Whatnot, starting on TikTok shops, doing the Instagram and Facebook shops. This is bananas. I have never taken this approach. So this will either yield a bunch or be a huge flop. We'll find out. So it'll be interesting either way. So, anyway, so Kelly and I are here to talk to you about e-commerce news, tips, and more. As I said before, we're going to be talking about what to sort, well, really just what things to do before Black Friday, Cyber Monday. And I know Kelly is still looking up the news. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can pull up a couple. Do you have some news already pulled together?
I got a little bit. One of the things is they're talking about. They just released is the Postal Service is proposing some new prices for 2024, but right now it just seems to be for letters and postcards. They haven't said anything about Ground Advantage, but recently, the 18th of this month, there was some increases to like cubic shipping and those rates like that you'd find on like pirate ship and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have certain items that you always, maybe you have something that you sell a bunch of, and you always use that one size of, and ship it cubic rate. So you just do flat rate shipping, and now you might find that the price hasn't gone up. So you might want to check into that. If that might be something that I do the flat rate shipping, and now it's you know 30 cents higher. So now I have to you know, change that a little bit.
Okay.
Some other news I saw, I thought this was interesting for Amazon. They're going to start selling cars.
I saw that too.
I was like, what? I mean, not like they're anywhere in everything else. Now they're going to start putting cars on there. I know.
I mean, that's a direct. For those people who don't know, eBay, you can sell cars on eBay, and people
Mm-hmm.
have sold cars on eBay. So it's interesting to see.
But the closest I've come to selling a car is the little Matchbox cars.
Yes, yes, yes.
I would. There was some Star Wars themed ones. I was selling those like crazy, picking them up at the dollar store and sending them into Amazon and sold them like crazy. You know, and I
Interesting.
know uh, the what's his face? He sells them good on Facebook too. Little Matchbox cars. So, and you can find some good Matchbox cards if you know what you're looking for. So,
Okay.
also, eBay sellers ads may appear in Google Small Business search results. So, if
Nice.
you, I don't I don't pay for ads, but I'm still opted into their seller ad program where Etsy will do it, and if it sells, then I pay a higher percentage in my fees, but I don't pay for ads.
Okay.
So, but um, let's see. Um, I will say I have started listing on a new platform.
Okay.
Yeah, it's called
Let's talk
District.
about it.
Yeah,
Okay.
District. It's .net. It's like a kind of like a community based kind of platform. And you can do live auctions on there. Um, and you join a community, and then you can be approved as a seller. I joined a community with a group of people who do thrifting, the Reseller Information Network. Um, and and you can and you can have it so that you can share your item from that listing to Instagram, and someone can set who wants it to say would like do hashtag claim, and it gives that person who wants to buy it the link to your item so that so they can buy it right then. They don't have to go try to find it on the platform. It
Okay.
goes directly. Yeah. So
Pretty
it has
cool.
all sorts of so district.net, and I'll have to get the link to you so you can put it down there, and if you sign up for it underneath my link, you'll get $5 to
All
spend.
right. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
I've listed a couple things on there. I'm playing
Have you
around.
sold anything?
Not yet, but I've listed like 5 things.
Okay.
Um, it's just been getting, working, and then I've also been doing a lot of Instacart and stuff because this is the time of year to get onto that, and I wanted to get onto that um before, so I had a little more. I get the good orders because
Okay. I
yeah.
understand. Okay.
Yeah, get you do Instacart, and I got shipped and Uber Eats and all that. And this time of the year you do it, and you get all your Christmas money.
Yes, that is how you get a bunch of Christmas money. Yes.
Hmm.
You go hard in the paint. You do a bunch
Yep.
of stuff very quickly, and hopefully you execute it somewhat well. And it's a matter of juggling all of the balls. I have many balls up in the air.
Hmm.
Just
Yeah, it's knowing what days to use for what day.
yep.
Because I know during the week, Uber Eats and such is not. That's when I can focus on getting stuff listed, and during the weekend, it's more of the like I did that on Saturday was
Mhm.
Instacart. So if I know during right before Thanksgiving on Wednesday and Thursday, I'm gonna be hitting Instacart hard because everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, I forgot all this stuff. I still got to clean the house. Let me just order it."
Yeah, that's the challenge. That is the challenge. Oh my gosh. All right. So do you have any other news?
Um, Not really. Not anything really big. They're talking about Poshmark recalling Sundays. Was it Secondhand Sunday?
Okay.
So that's the Sunday after Thanksgiving. So like you have Small Business Saturday, and so
Yep.
you know you got Secondhand Sunday, and they're planning to do a lot of live shows. I did if you on List Perfectly, they have listing party, and
Mm-hmm.
they have all these Zoom things,
Mm-hmm.
and they have where you can go in, and this one person was going through how to do a Posh live show.
Okay.
So we all had, you know, we were on the Zoom, but then we all got into that live Posh show, and she was showing us in there how to run it. So, you know, if you want to learn stuff, Listing Party and List Perfect, they have different shows during the day, where you can learn. It's always great to be learning. You know, I'm not one to want to go run a show,
Yeah.
but there's a way you can collaborate with the person who is running the show, and you can put one or two things to be auctioned off on that show
Yeah.
without having to run the show. So, you know, it was interesting. So, you know, maybe you want to have maybe someone who has a better following than you, a higher amount of people that it would reach, and you would collaborate with them, and you can get some sales.
I have never done a Posh party. I will say this: I know I have a boatload of inventory that I could put on Poshmark, but I'm trying to get rid of all this other stuff that is everywhere
I
else.
put everything on
I
Poshmark.
know. I mean, I do. I've got that tub alone is just all like jeans and it's yeah. So I know that I can put some stuff on Poshmark, but I'm like right now I'm maxed out. But I think after I get past this window, I may
Hmm.
actually throw Poshmark into the mix and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, because really, this Q4 has been so much different than the last ones.
Yeah.
Usually, it's heavy with eBay, but eBay's kind of been more quiet, and I've been heavy selling on Poshmark and Mercari and Etsy. So, you know,
Don't know what's going on either, but
mm-mm.
I'm jumping into other arenas. So let me go ahead and share the news that I have. So I'm actually going to share my screen and then we'll come back and we will talk about today's topic. So let me, for some reason, I have forgotten how to share my screen. That's what happens when you're sleep deprived. It's like, what button do I push for this? Where do I go to do these things? All right. All right. So the first article comes to us from the Independent, and they are talking about Beyonce. It says these sellers built businesses on the back of Beyonce's world tour. Now what? Now here's the deal. There's a bunch of people that built their businesses on Etsy on Beyonce's world tour and also Taylor Swift's world tour. Taylor Swift had the whole wristbands and the wristbands with the words on them and the names and all that other stuff, and people were selling those like crazy on Etsy. And then with Beyonce and her whole silver kind of tour that she was doing, they had the disco ball earrings, a bunch of cowboy hats, different types of things that people have made on Etsy. And so this is a great article. You can go back and read it. Like, they're trying to give people suggestions on what they do next. But here's the thing that you should pick up on: that they clearly made enough money during those tours. And some of them are still going on. Like Beyonce's Renaissance is now in theaters, and so is Taylor Swift's in theaters. And so then Taylor Swift is like in other countries right now. So it hasn't ended yet. So there's still an opportunity for you to make money. But if you don't really get the fact that you can make a boatload of money on seasonal, trendy, popular, and holiday, this is in the trendy and this is in the popular. And if you get in there, act fast, take massive action, you can make a lot of money in those windows while these things are going on. And just think about how long those tours have been going on. So really nice. You can read this article. It's on the independent.com.uk. The next one is from Business Insider, and they're talking about the number of stores that are closing. There's a list of stores, and this is an older article. It's from October the 18th, but there is a list of stores that are going to be closing. They are all like based on locations in different cities. It's not the entire brand itself, or the company. It's just some specific stores, like Walmart's going to be closing specific stores and things like that. But I think I also mentioned like the Limited has got several stores that they're potentially going to be closing. So it's something to think about if you are a person that's going to be sourcing inventory after the holidays are over or while the holidays are going on. Come and check out the list and see if maybe your niche or your maybe private label product could take advantage of some of the store closings that are happening all over the US. Maybe there's one that's happening near you, and it may be a good opportunity. The other thing that I'm noticing is that they're continuing to have layoffs in these businesses inside of these big chains. So the fact that they're laying off, people are continuing to lose their jobs. This could be interesting for 2024 to see what happens if, job creation doesn't start to increase. So something to think about. That could affect the economy, which will definitely affect buying. And so you need to have a game plan for that. The next article comes to us from CNN Business, and this is from Target, is warning about the holidays. And so this article is from November the 15th, and they're saying that the sales have slumped in the last quarter, and the retail giant is predicting a slow holiday shopping season. So they say that their sales have tumbled 4.9% in the second quarter. We just finished the third quarter, and so, we're into the fourth quarter clearly. But, I think that there is something to part of that. And so I think when we talk about resellers, when people are trying to figure out what holiday gifts to give people, I think there's going to be some re-gifting and some, buying some things that are gently used. And so if you're not a reseller, if you haven't listed some stuff, you might want to consider doing that, because there might be people that are buying, okay, I got this, vintage pair of Nikes, instead of going out there and buying you some brand new ones. I mean, the stuff that's going to be the new stuff that they want to buy are going to be like the iPhones of the world and the Xboxes and those kind of things. And even the older versions, people are getting like converters to be able to use that old stuff. So just saying. So you can come and read this article. It's from CNN Business, and it is a warning from Target. The next one is from Fox Business, and it's talking about Walmart aims to lower food costs to entice customers to buy more products. And so again, just kind of paying attention to what's happening and the fact that, they need more people to come into their store and to get, more traffic. We always make fun of ourselves as people that go out to the stores and need to buy something. Like, I just went in for a roll of toilet paper, and you come out with like $50 worth of crap or $100 worth of crap.
That's what they do at Aldi all the time. I'm on Aldi fan pages, and they're like, I went in for some bread and some lunch meat and came out $100 poorer.
Yes. So Walmart is taking aim at that directly. They've always done that with their lower prices, deals, and match and all that other crap. But they're really pushing for that because I guess they're reading what's happening in the economy as well. So don't be surprised if you can go to the store and buy a bunch of cheap food. They try to entice you by having some stuff in the middle aisle that you're not used to seeing. So as sellers, this also may be an opportunity for you to take advantage of, Walmart driving more traffic. I always say, go walk the aisles at least once a week just to see, or once every other week, just to see what's there, what's on the end caps, what's in the center aisles. That's always an indication of what you potentially should be sourcing and selling if you don't have a niche. So if you do have a niche, even go look if you're selling pet, then go look in the pet section. If you're selling, whatever it is, go look in that section, because there's probably a hint as to what you should be doing if you haven't already shifted. And then the next one comes to us from MSN, and actually it's an article that sits on top of the Washington Post. And this one has gotten a lot of traction out there on the internet. Everyone is in the state of shock because the OpenAI CEO, Sam Altman, was ousted. He was fired. He was let go. And again, if you don't know what OpenAI is, they released ChatGPT and DALL-E, which is an image creator, AI tools, and a significant number of AI tools are built on top of the technology that's behind OpenAI. And a lot of people trusted this, or they still do. They trust this man and feel like he's honest and genuine. And so they're concerned that he was let go because it's all about the profits and it's all about the dollars. And so anytime money is involved, then nefarious things happen and people are already scared of AI. So a lot of people are concerned that AI is going to go down the drain because of the fact that they have replaced or fired Sam. They feel like he was a trustworthy person, and anybody else that they put in that position, they don't feel like they're going to be trustworthy. So this should be interesting. If you don't know, there's been a lot of lawsuits in the AI space, not just with ChatGPT, with Midjourney and some others, around the usage of AI. And of course, there was the writer strike about, again, the usage of AI. And it's everything. It's from images to copywriting to infringement to, it's just a lot. So this should be interesting to see how this affects everyone. This is definitely is affecting the AI space, and it is a huge deal in that space. So if you're using AI to generate anything, I'm sure the companies that you're working with may or may not have put something out on their blog. They may wait until after Black Friday, Cyber Monday, so not to disrupt any monetary traction they can get, but it's going to be a thing, and it's going to be talked about through the end of the year. And, they felt that Sam was really doing what he could to make sure that AI didn't get away from itself. And that's the concern. So, yeah, for all those people, those conspiracy theorists, dun, 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 they got some more fuel to fuel their imagination. So anyway, all right. So now let's just talk about what people should be doing right now to be ready for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. So what is one thing that you think that they should be doing, Kelly, that they should be doing and thinking about right now to get ready for Black Friday, Cyber Monday?
Listing is one.
Listing, for sure.
Getting stuff up there. If it's not listed, it's not going to sell.
It's not going to sell. It can't even be seen. So yeah, that is an extremely important thing. So let me just back up for just a second. So this is when we transition, after we go do the news, we transition to talk about the e-commerce news, the tips. And so again, this is the eCom Sellers Podcast. We invite you to share this out with a friend. Let someone else know about the eCom Sellers Podcast. You can follow us on YouTube and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and tune in for our episodes on the eCom Sellers Podcast. So with that, Kelly has already given us number one, and she said, you should be listing. And I 1000% agree with Kelly. This is the time. If it's not listed, there's no way it can be found. And if it can't be found, it can't be purchased. And if it can't be purchased, you can't make any money. So that's facts. That's the first thing. If you haven't figured out your game plan for listing, I suggest that you strongly get on top of that. I actually built a schedule for us to follow. So we're doing all kinds of product related stuff early in the day so that we can go live in the afternoon. So we've got to make sure all those listings are up. How many are we getting up per day? All of that fun stuff. So yeah, listing is the number one thing to do right now. I agree with Kelly. The second thing that I think you should be doing is I think you should be figuring out what makes the most sense to list first. If you have a bunch of, Easter stuff, that may not be the thing to list first. If you have a bunch of Halloween stuff, there's still some people that are going to be interested in it, but that may not be the first thing to list. So I think you should figure out, based on what you have available to you, what's in your inventory, what is the first thing you should list. I'm going to strongly encourage you, anything that's going to be a benefit for people to buy on Black Friday, Cyber Monday, for Christmas, for the holidays, gifts, any of that. Those are the things you should be listing right now. If it's a gift, if it's something that can be regifted, if it's even, used, gently used, whatever, if it's something that someone can give away to grandma, grandpa, whatever as a gift, or you've got some amazing bundles, that is what you should be listing first. So you need to prioritize what you should be listing first. All right.
So also it's something they can wear, like the ugly Christmas sweaters and everything, that party dresses that kids can wear to grandma's Christmas party,
Yeah.
Those are another thing
that people should be listing first. Yes. All right. So what's number 3, Kelly?
plan your strategies to help increase sales, especially this Q4 with um I've been running a 15% off coupon
Okay.
with my eBay store, and I have brought in, pretty much every sale has come in. It's been with that 15% off coupon.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, you know, and if you plan to do that, then kind of build that into your price so that they'll, your customers like, oh, I get 15% off, but you're still getting
The
what you
minimum you
want
want.
from that product,
Right.
so that you're not pricing yourself out of getting profit with a
And losing,
coupon.
right. And losing money.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. I agree with you. Well, the next thing I'm going to suggest, number 4, is that you have a schedule. As I said before, we have a schedule. We have goals. We have targets. We have how many listings do we want up each day? How many things do we want to showcase each day? What are those things? And so we literally have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And so you need to put together a schedule or a game plan on how you can aggressively target whatever it is you're trying to accomplish when it comes to your, Black Friday, Cyber Monday results. If you don't have a game plan, just listing will not hurt, but try to put together some targets. What are the things that you really want to feature and make sure it gets some traction? And don't, I will not, I will save this one. All right. So anyway, go ahead, Kelly. Number 5. What do you feel like they should be doing right now?
Check in your inventory. Make sure what you have listed you actually have.
Yes.
And
Yes.
especially if you cross post.
Yep.
If I cross post, and yes, I have had times where something is sold and I didn't take it down on the other platforms. And so, then I had to cancel that sale.
Yep.
So you just keep up with your inventory. Make sure that if you are cross posting, that if something sells, that immediately go take it down off the other platforms.
I agree with Kelly. And the other thing that you can do is if you've got kids that are home for the Thanksgiving break, or you've got neighbors who come by and hang out with you, or whatever the case may be, maybe grandbabies are coming through, you can ask them to check a couple times a day for you. If you don't have software, if you have to manually do it, say, hey, grandma's got these, 40 things up, or, auntie's got these 75 listings. Can you go check and see if we got any sales, or mommy's got this, or whatever? Just use that as an opportunity. And if it happens to be like neighbors or something like that, again, Little Caesar's Pizza is still anywhere from $5 to $7. Pizza Hut has got a $7 deal. You can pay these kids $7 and have them hang out and do some work for you. It is not going to break the bank. So I'm just saying, teenagers can be helpful, or maybe there's someone else that that could use a little bit of a break and say, okay, I just need you to check this 3 times a day or twice a day for me, if you don't have software to do that for you. So there you go. What is your next one, Kelly?
Don't forget to thank your postal person, especially if you have them picking up every day all your packages. I have my husband take it to the post office for me, because around where I live, that my post office is not reliable to pick up the items. So either me or my husband takes it to the post office. But I know some people have really good postal people, and they slip them a gift or a card with maybe a gift card to Starbucks or something.
Yeah.
But don't forget about how much hard work they're putting out.
Yeah, that reminds me. Today I was headed out near Prosper, and I saw a FedEx a person in a full-on FedEx uniform with on the sleeves and everything. And I'm like, that has to be a driver. And why is the driver walking? Did he get mad enough that he just said, I quit, and walked out, and just I'm out, deuces? I don't know. But it was odd to see a FedEx fully dressed, uniformed person driving down an extremely busy sort of quasi highway path that I was like, something happened. There's a backstory as to why this person is walking. So I'm assuming he just had enough and said, I'm out. We'll see. And his ride was not getting there fast enough. So he's like, okay, you know what? I'm walking because I'm not putting with this no more. So anyway, yes, be nice to your delivery people because they are definitely overworked and probably exhausted and have people yelling at them all the time right now. Looking at their numbers, quotas, times is just a lot. All right. Okay, so the next thing I want to encourage you to do is we know that Black Friday is Friday. So Thursday, just definitely pushing your listings through Ping Farm as another way to get some more traction. So your listings sort of bubble up to the top. I think that's going to help you to get some additional traction on your listings. As Kelly said, cross listing doesn't hurt. Not just cross listing. Okay, I'll stop there. But anyway, use Pingler and Ping Farm. I could go on and on and on. As you can clearly say, I was like, okay, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do this, you need to do that. But anyway, so we will just say, send your listings through Ping Farm. Use that as an opportunity to build some backlinks so you can get some more eyeballs, organic eyeballs on your listings. All right, what's the next one, Kelly?
See what the trends are so that, maybe you can jump on them if you have that stuff, or if you could find that stuff that, what's the trend for this year, or, maybe it's not trending in your area, but you have it and it's trending in another area of the country. So, just keep your what's on the pulse of the trends and
keep your ear to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
See what's happening. All right. The next one is Kelly had mentioned before about cross posting. And I'm like, okay, you need to also make sure you're cross listing on the social media, especially Pinterest. Pinterest is sort of that platform that people really don't think about. If you're doing bundles, if you're doing any other types of products, like make sure you're cross listing on other. Cross posting and cross listing are two different things. So cross sharing onto other social media platforms, again, to get some more traction or traffic to your listings organically. So make sure you're doing that. And if you don't have a game plan, again, building a schedule. So if that's something you need to do on Thursday while everybody else is sitting there eating turkey, you just send it out, share. Find your unique link on whatever platform you're listing on and share as much as possible.
Yeah, eBay has a new social media page where you can automatically link your Instagram, Pinterest, and Facebook and such to them, so you can share more easily from eBay.
All right, there you go. All right, what's the next one, Kelly?
Make sure you have the shipping supplies.
It's a little late for that, but yes.
Yeah, but you gotta. Sometimes you might be running. You might be shipping, and then you realize, hey, I'm getting low. It's not. Oh, I better order it and then wait 5 days. No, if you see that you're getting low, make sure you jump on reordering those supplies then, not 2 days later, and when you run out, and then you're having to figure out how to ship stuff.
Oh yeah, because you're gonna have to ship all this stuff. Start Monday at least. If you don't ship it as you go, if you don't ship it Friday as you go, Thursday as you go, Saturday as you go, Sunday as you go, you have a whole bunch of stuff to ship on Monday, and that's just the way it's going to be. So again, building that schedule, going back to the schedule, you need to have a game plan for what you're going to be doing.
And make sure you tell all your friends they're probably getting a ton of boxes and air pillows and everything, because they're buying all their crap online, and so that means
I need your boxes.
Yeah.
Yep.
3 boxes, give them to me. You don't need them, give them to me. I'll take them. You don't need those air pillows, bubble wrap. I'll take it all.
I'll take it all. And that's only if you're shipping. If you're using a fulfillment center or fulfillment service, again, stay on top of whatever they're doing and just make sure that they're in a good place. And, I would say one more little side note on that. Pay attention to what may be going on with the weather or in certain areas, because sometimes that can affect your ability to get your shipments out. And that's completely outside of your control. Most of the platforms fully understand that, but you need to pay attention to what might be going on in around the US, especially where you live. If there's some kind of strike going on, if there was a bad storm that came through, if there was a mass shooting, unfortunately, like those are going to be things that are going to disrupt your ability to get your shipments out in a timely manner. So just pay attention to that. Don't just like I'm going to admit, I like kind of block myself off from the world. And so when stuff happens, I'm like, oh wow, I didn't know that happened. Like, because I don't have time for this nonsense. But right about now, I need to pay attention to stuff that's going to affect my ability to get my shipments out. So, or my shipments to get to other places. So got to plug in a little bit. All right. Do you have one more tip?
Don't get enough sleep.
Get enough sleep. Oh God, yes.
You can, because if you're sleep deprived, you can make the dumbest mistake.
Oh my God,
like
I'm so sleep
send someone who ordered a toy the wrong thing, and maybe it was something going that was X-rated or something, and so grandma's opened up something thinking she's getting a present for their little grandchild, and it's shocks them into a heart attack or something,
All of it. I have shipped. I will never forget. I think my worst. It was not my worst, but it's one of the most memorable because it was such a fiasco. I was shipping to multiple places. I had multiple shipments, like everybody else does, and so I had 2 boxes that were similar in size. And I put the stuff inside of the box before I normally tape the label, make sure the label's on the outside. And I don't close it. I just kind of stick it in the box, put the label on the outside and don't close it. Okay. Or put it in front of it so that way, if I'm sitting out on the table, I'm like, okay, this one goes in here. This one goes in here. Just double check before you seal the box. Yeah, so that was a lesson I learned the hard way because I was so sleep deprived, and I'm sleep deprived now. Trust me. We went to bed last night. I think at almost 2:00 in the morning. So yes, I am tired. Get some sleep, people, because you will make mistakes, and it could cost you dearly. I think that one cost me like over $200 and something because of the fact that 2 people got the wrong packages. One was worth way more than the other one, and the person didn't send the other one back. So not only did I have to send out that package again because they weren't sending the remote control car back. It was just a hot mess. It was such a hot mess. But anyway, I've done that. Yes, I've done that.
Yeah. When I pack it, and if I'm packing up and it's all in similar boxes, I will pack it and I will write
on the outside of the box
a word on there so that I know that like this is a toy car. I might put toy car, and then but what I do is I do all my eBay orders, and then I pack in and then label them, and then do my Poshmark orders, package, label them. But I sometimes you might have, I'm sending out 2 sweaters. How am I going to tell the difference? Then what I do, I'll put the zip codes on there. Because not very often I'm not going to be I'm going to sell 2 sweaters to the same zip code. So.
It's just, there's a lot. If you don't have a system, but we're trying to make sure you have a system, especially if you haven't had any sleep. So my last tip is that don't forget about Small Business Saturday. Small Business Saturday is an opportunity to get people off the platforms and have them buy from independent business owners like yourself. And so if you don't make sure that you have a game plan for Small Business Saturday, whether it is you having your own Facebook page, fan page, or Instagram page, or even if it's X or Twitter, it's still going to always be Twitter for me. I'm sorry. Or if it's, or Threads, or if it's putting stuff up on Pinterest, or whether it is sending out flyers, or whether it is you going live, or whether it is you sending an email out to your list, whatever it happens to be, make sure you take the opportunity to put your products before people. Even if you are a private label seller that just really wants to be quiet about your business, you could get extra sales just by doing a couple of little things to get more traffic to your business, especially on that Saturday, because that is what Small Business Saturday is. There's going to be a lot of traffic and a lot of news and media and blitz around Black Friday. And there's a lot of media blitz around Cyber Monday. And there is going to be a lot of media blitz, not as much about Small Business Saturday. So take advantage of that. All right. So that is all that we have for you all. At this point, I would normally tell you about something else that's coming up. We do have training coming up for eCom Sellers Academy. We also have the replay available for the holiday bundles workshop and also the holiday print on demand workshop. If you want to get those, they're still available. Just go to the same URL that we already gave you before, or just look on our social media pages, eCom Sellers Summit or eCom Sellers Academy, and you'll find those graphics there. Or check your email, because more than likely, if you're a subscriber, then it's in your email as well. So definitely take advantage of those courses. We also have the 90-day planners. We have a boatload of Black Friday specials. I should have them all on the screen. So I'm just going to say this. We do have 50% off of the 2024 eCom Planner PDF. We have 50% off of the 2024 of the 90-day eCom Planners, 50% off of those PDFs. So 90-day eCom Planner PDF, 50% off. 50% off of the 2024 eCom Planner, 50% off. PDF, sorry, I keep saying PDF. The next one is we have the eCom Journal. We're giving you 50% off of the eCom Journal, which is a new journal. So you definitely want to grab that. So we have that at 50% off. In addition to that, we have 50% off of the eCom Sellers Academy lifetime membership. So 50% off of that for Black Friday. So we're doing a lot of 50% off. Sorry, the eCom Journal is 20% off, not 50% off. But anyway, and then we have 50% off of the Arbitrage leads list and also 50% off of the replenishables list. That brings those two down to $25, $24.99. So that means you will get 50 leads every single week for $24.99. And the ROI on those is 35% and higher. And you will get 20 leads of replenishables and bundle opportunities every single week for $24.99. That is one heck of a price. You can't beat that price anywhere else. And the ROI on that is 40% or higher. So both of those are guaranteed ROIs. So I think those are most of the specials. I'm sure that there's something else that we're doing. So be on the lookout for what's coming up. But we want you to take advantage of those Black Friday deals because they're designed specifically to help you to make money right now in real time. So with that, my name is Nicole Whitlock.
I'm Kelly, the eCom Mom Ward.
And this is the eCom Sellers Podcast. We do this every Tuesday at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, where we share e-commerce news, tips, and more. Tune in for another episode. Share this out with a friend. Subscribe to our channel. And also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. With that, we are going to say goodbye for now.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.